So heights and distance. So in height and distance we must be familiar with trigonometry. It means ratios of trigonometries as well as ratios of trigonometrics and particular angles, right? And we must be familiar with concept of trigonometrics, then only we can do it and we can do all these topics. So now, so here the difference is that first we have to learn here angles, that is called angle of elevations. Angle of elevations. Angle of elevations. We must be familiar with this one. If we take here, right? So here now just you can remember, suppose a man from a point O, suppose a man from a point O looks up, it means looks up at an object, B, looks up an object B placed above the level of his eyes, right? Suppose a man from a point O, so just simply you can remember, from a point O looks up at an object B placed above the level of his eyes, right? Then the angle which level of his eyes makes with horizontal to O, make the horizontal through O. So then definitely you can remember, then the angle which level of his sight makes with horizontal through O, makes horizontal with through O. So then the angle of elevations P, then the angle of elevations B seen as, then the angle of elevations, then what we can say here, then the angle of elevations P seen as, this is not P, this is B already we have taken, B seen as O. So then we can say here angle of elevations, so then directly we can say here AOB. So just you can remember, so this is called elevations angles when we looks level of his eyes. So as a definition, what we can say, suppose a man from a point O looks up at an object B and placed above the level of his eyes. So then the angle which level of his eyes makes with horizontal through O. So then the angle of elevations be seen as O, then we can say here, so angle of elevations AOB will become. So in the same style, now let us see angle of horizontal. Angle of horizontal. Angle of horizontal. Sorry, angle of diffractions. So then angle of diffraction. So then second, the angle of elevations and the angle of diffractions, we must be familiar with this concept, then only we can do it. So here we can take this is the angle of elevations, angles of diffractions from the point O when he look down of his eyes like B. So then definition we can write like that. Suppose a man from a point O looks down at an object B, place below the level of his eyes. So then directly we can take here, suppose a man from a point O looks down at an object B placed below the level of his eyes. So then the angle which level of sights makes with horizontal through P, then is called so what we can say here, so angle of diffractions. In such a style we must be familiar with these two, right? Then directly we can start the problems. So as for the based on trigonometric concept, so first one is here, angle of elevations, once again just I'm writing, and second one is angle of diffractions. So sorry, this is called B, and we can take here, this is O, this is A, this is B. This is called diffractions angles. So based on that we can do, so when we look up level of his eyes, so it is called angle of elevations. When he look down level of his eyes, so that is called angle of diffractions. These 2 points we must be familiar. Now let us see the trigonometric ratios. Then how things will happen. So sine, cos, tan, cot, cosecant, secant. So here 0, 30, 45, 60, 90, then here theta, this is called, so let us try to write, this is called sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, sec theta, secant theta. Now let us remember. So here 0, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. Here 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. So 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 and 0 we can take. So according to the trigonometric ratios, let us take the questions one by one. So question 1 is that, question number 1, a ladder leaning against a vertical wall makes an angle of 45 degrees with the horizontal ground, the foot of the ladder is the foot of the ladder is 3 meter from the wall. Then find the length of the ladder. Then find the length of the ladder. So then this problem we have to take. So here different kinds of things we can take here. So ladder leaning against a wall, against a vertical wall. So if we consider this is a wall leaning like that and it makes an angle of 45 degrees, and the foot of the ladder is 3 meters. So then we can take A, B, C. So now just simply we have to calculate the length of the ladder. Now what we can say here, right? Now cos 45 degrees is equal to, so obviously we can take AC by BC. So AC by BC. So cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. AC is equal to 3 meters. So 3 meters by. So then directly we can take BC. So here BC is equal to 3 root 2. So then we can remember in note root 3 is equal to 1.732, root 2 is equal to 1.414. So 1.41, directly you can remember these two values. So now then 3 into 1.41 is equal to 3 4 is 12, so 3.4, it means 4.23 meters. So then, so as per the questions we can take the length of the ladder is 4.23 meters. So this is the questions, and we can say this is the basic questions. And when we go for next question, so now let us take second question. The shadow of a building is 10 meters. The shadow of a building is 10 meters long. 10 meters long when the angle of elevations when the angle of elevations the sun is 60 degrees. Find the height of the building. Then find the height of the building. Then find the height of the building. Directly we can take solutions. The shadow of a building is 10 meters long, and when the angle of elevations of the sun is 60 degrees. Now we can take, this is the building, and elevations angle it makes is what we can say here 60 degrees, and so shadow will be 10 meters. Directly we can take. Now this is A, this is B, this is C. So now directly we can take, then find the height of the building. So then find the height of the building. We have to find out AB. We have to find out. So directly we can take here perpendicular by base. So we know that this is called perpendicular, this is called hypotenuse, this is called base. Already we have learned. So tan 60 degrees is equal to, so here AB by AC, directly we can take tan 60 is equal to root 3. So root 3 is equal to 10 by, so then we can't find out AB by AC is 10. So then what we can say here, 10 root 3. Tan 60 is equal to root 3. Okay, so then 10 root 3 meters, this is called AB is equal. So in such a style we can take the second question, and either we can substitute that value or not. And coming to third question. Coming to third question. If a vertical pole if a vertical pole 6 meters high has a shadow of has a shadow of length 2 root 3 meters. Find the angle of elevations of the sun. Find the angle of the elevations of the sun. So then if a vertical pole 6 meters high has a shadow of length of 2 root 3 meters, then find the angle of elevations of the sun. So here we can take this question also. So vertical pole will be 6 meters height and the shadow of length is, so what we can say here, so then this is called 2 root 3 meters. So then simply we have to find the angle of elevations, then theta we have to calculate. So now directly we can take A, B as well as C. Now we know that, so tan theta is equal, so here perpendicular by base, so then we can take AB by AC. So then tan theta is equal to AB 6 by 2 root 3, right? So then 2 3s are, then finally tan theta is equal 3 by root 3. So then root 3 by root 3 is equal, so 3 root 3 by 3, then 3 will be cancelled, then we can take here we have left root 3. So here root 3 is equal, tan theta is equal root 3, then what is the value? So then directly we can take here, so tan theta is equal 60 degrees. Tan theta is equal 60 degrees. We can take questions in such a manner. And now let us take the fourth question. Fourth question, from the top of a 10 meters high building, from the top of a 10 meters high building, the angle of elevations of the top, the angle of elevations of the top of a tower, is 60 degrees. And the angle of diffraction of its foot is 45 degrees. Its foot is 45 degrees. Then find the height of the tower. Then find the height of the tower we can take here. So now let us take here from a top of a 10 meters high building, the angle of elevations of the top of a tower is 60 degrees and the angle of diffraction of its foot is 45 degrees. Then find the height of the tower. So when we take here from the top of a 10 meters high building, so here height of building is 10 meters. So then we can take here tower. So it makes an angle of 60 degrees and top of a tower is 60 degrees and the angle of diffraction is 45 degrees. So then angle of difference is, so then what we can say here, 45 degrees. This is called 45 degrees. Then find the height of the tower. Now let us take here, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E. So we know that directly we can take how the questions will be mingled. Now simply just we have to calculate this part. So then what here, according to the diagram, DC is equal to AB, DC is equal to AB and BC is equal to AD, BC is equal to AD. So here directly we can take here AD is equal to BC and so here AB is equal to CD, AB is equal to CD, these two are equal. Now let us take tan 45 degrees is equal, so then what we can say here, so 10 meters by directly we can take here AD. Now tan 45 is equal to 1, so then directly we can take here AD is equal to 10 meters, directly we can take AD is equal to 10 meters, right. Then we can say here this is called, so then we can take this one is the 10 meters. So then AD is equal to BC, already we have seen. Now we can take here so here tan 60 degrees is equal, so then obviously we can take here B by and CB. So tan 60 is equal to, we know that root 3, so then root 3 is equal, now we can take B by CB, CB is equal to 10, so BE is equal to 10 root 3, so 10 root 3, so then what we can say here, 10 into 1.732, so then so 17320 means, so then 3 points will be here, so then 17, so then completely height of tower is, so here AB is equal to 10 meters, already we know that. So here AB is equal to CD, this is AB, AB is equal to CD, AD is equal to BC, so then 10 meters plus 17.320, then finally 27.32 we can take here, 27.32 directly we can take. So according to that we have to answer these kinds of questions in such a manner, and when we observe next question, When we take fifth question, two men are in opposite side of a tower. Opposite side of a tower. They measure the angles of elevations. They measure the angle of elevations of the top of the tower. As 30 degrees and 45 degrees respectively. If the height of the tower is 50 meters, the height of the tower is 50 meters. The height of the tower is 50 meters. Then find the distance between the two men. Then find distance between two men. Find the distance between two men. So now two men are in opposite side of a tower and they measure the angles of elevations of the top of the tower as 30 degrees and 45 degrees respectively. If the height of the tower is 50 meters, then find the distance between two men. So then now he clearly mentions two men are opposite sides of a tower. Now let us take, if we consider this is a tower, so they measure the angles of the top of the tower is, one is 30 degrees and another one is 45 degrees. Here we can take here 30 degrees as well as 45 degrees. Now we have to find out if the height of the tower is 50 meters. Clearly he mentions 50 meters, and find the distance between two men. So directly we can do, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. You can take here, first we can take here tan 30 degrees is equal to, now we can take cot, let us take cot. So here cot 30 degrees is equal to, so here base by perpendicular, it means AC by, so AB, that is called 50 meters, that is called 50 meters. So cos 30 cot 30 is equal, right, root 3 we can take here, root 3 is equal to AC by 50. So then 50 root 3 is equal to AC. So then AC is equal, we can write 50 root 3, 1.732. So 50 into 1.732, obviously 0, 5 2s are 10, 5 2 is a 10, 1 5 3 is a 15 plus 1 16, 7 5 is a 35, 36 3, 5 1 is a 5 plus 1 6. So then 50 root 3 directly we can take, and now same thing we can option here. So cot 45 degrees is equal, so what we can take here, same base by, it means AD by 50, cot 45 is equal to 1, so 50 is equal to AD we can take, so one is 50 root 3, another way is 50 root 3. So then what we can say here, length is, so AC plus AD, so here this length will be AC plus AD, we have to take AC is equal 50 and one is 50 root 3. Then finally, so 50 when we take common, 1 plus root 3, so 1 plus 1.732. So then when we solve this one, I'll get the answer 50, 1 plus root 3.